like.
This one's for no nuts. The fraud, the faker, the coward. Let's go. No nuts, you a threat, that's a comedy skit. Act hard in person, but you never commit. Sniffing that powder, trying to boost your flame, but your brain glitching. Lost in the game. Push it out for me, that line is old. Fake flexing diamonds, but your jewelry's cold. Me for no reason with a grin full of spite, but you fold when it's real, never stand in the light. Low budget actor can't land a part. Wig on crooked, no soul in your art. Fake tough, fake deep, fake views you chase. You a walking L with powder on your face. No nuts got charges, he wildin' again. Fake lawyer talking, but can't even pretend. Picked on a queen cause she cut off the cash. Now he crying in DMs looking real trash. Push it out for me, nah, push that plea. You a fraud with a script, no law degree. Big threats, no spine, just powder and cap. You a whole case file in a diss rap track.
Leave her alone. Don't go mess with her. Don't get away from me. I'm daddy.
Got caught capping that slid off. You scream lawsuits, but your bluff too soft. Google law head, fake docs in hand. Can't spell your name, but wanna take a stand. Crying to fans, begging for bills, but threatening women got zero chill. Acting like you run
YouTube.
like a dope fiend. Trying to flex folks, say you the one, but you don't get the heart and dumb in the sun. Big stay on blue coat for days. Say you chosen, boy, you lost in the haze.
Looks like everybody's getting a return to sender. Huh? Looks like everybody's getting that return to sender. Everybody's getting their return to sender. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful when you just sit in peace and watch the return of senders go out? That's beautiful when you just watch the return of senders go out. You know? That's a beautiful thing. Everybody who plotted against you, wished negative on you, said this, said that. You know, it's just nice to see some return of senders, you know. You just continue operating in positivity, continue operating in peace, you know, and just watch the return of senders go out, you know. And sometimes that be all it takes. Sometimes that's all you need, you know. It's some more return to senders out there. I ain't gonna speak on it right now because, you know, some people's health is involved, but everybody who played the little game, everybody who thought they was manipulative, you know, shout out to the Atlas family for staying strong, staying true, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the Atlas family, staying strong, staying true, realizing that it's a gimmick, it's a game, it's a plot, it's a ploy. You know, coming to the realization of a lot of things. You know, all these people that cried a river, made it seem like, you know, he was in control of himself and, you know, he was their God and all of that stuff. Oh, they crying right now. Put together that 25. That's all y'all got to do. All y'all come together, put together that 25. And remember, he wouldn't dare do it for y'all. But y'all put together that 25 and get the knot out because he's y'all entertainment. You know? And you need to tell your entertainment to chill out. You can't be out there battering people. Huh? You can't be out there battering people. Huh? Yeah. And when that rage get the best of you, they probably gonna put him on meds or something while he in there, you know? And then when he come out, he gonna say all this stuff was stolen or stole, and he's gonna need y'all to help him so much when he get out. Oh, I can see it now. I can see it now. He's gonna be, I called some of my actors, friends, and I gotta wait to bond reduction, and you better call Jaguar, you better call Wolf Kutcher, everybody you in cahoots with to do this little grifting stuff. You better call on Tyrone. Call and tell him I said come home, help him get your shit. You need to call Tyrone. Call him. That's terrible. Hello, you have a collect call from an inmate in. Get your ass out of here playing games. Right game, wrong game. That's why I say, man, people out here playing these little games, thinking that they untouchable, thinking that they above the law, thinking that the law don't apply to them and they can do what they want to do in life and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay. Now look at you. You going, I wonder what you're sitting in there thinking. Doing push-ups or something? Probably not. Sleeping and crying. About to come out looking like Skeletor. Face all. He ain't gonna have no makeup for his nose. They probably selling his stuff right now at the house that he was at. Probably getting rid of his stuff right now as we speak. Well, he's not coming back. Sell that laptop. Get that equipment. How much can we get for that? Yeah, boy. Yeah, you about to get out with your cell phone only. Talking about all my accounts. All my accounts. I can't believe it. All my accounts. Sometimes I get a little lonely. And you need someone. And motherfucker, he gonna be in there on this Keep Sweat shit. He gonna be in there, keep sweating them. Now make sure y'all hit the like button. I see people coming in, but I don't see people hitting that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I think it's done. He gonna be in there, keep sweating them. You may be young, but you're ready. Push it out for me. You're not a little boy, you're a man. Ready to love. Oh, man. You know he in there. Huh? You know he in there. Stuck like Jug. Think he in heaven right now. This is heaven. No, it's not. It ain't what you thought it was. Huh? Go ahead, take that, you better be, I think Los Angeles got that habitual offender act, so you lucky this a misdemeanor. But they definitely looking at your ass, because you already on bond. You was just in court last week talking shit. You know they couldn't wait to get you. They probably was looking at you talk shit in the courtroom like, oh yeah, wait till he fuck up again. And what you do? Fuck up again. Hey, look at they can't wait for you to fuck. And what you do? Him did it again. Haters know like, but they gotta fuck with him cause the flow so tight. Gnarly dude, I puff Bob Marley do all day like Rastafaris do. I ain't gotta worry about getting text messages for a while. That's a good thing. I ain't gotta worry about the not texting me this shit. You better hope she paint. She pay your motherfucker bond. That's what you better hope she do. You better hope she do it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know what they say. Out of sight, out of mind. All your supporters gotta go find other groups to support now. They gotta go find other pages to support. You know they not gonna come over here all the hate and dirt you done threw on me, but I told your ass trying to sit on TikTok and act like you a gamer now. Look at you. Look at me now. Look at me now. Fresh than a motherfucker. Because we messing with that black tea sector. Y'all keep fucking around in this black tea sector. It's the Hunger Games. Let's see who survives. One down. One down. Let's go. Karma coming around for everybody. And she is a... beef on top of beef. Yes, it's getting messy. We having black tea. So won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea. So be careful how you sip. Some black tea in the YT neighborhood. Truth is moving on them streets, but it's caught between them lies. Who be grifting, who cheats? Who be sending round them spies? Beef on top of beef. Troublemakers put on display. Do you want some black tea? Won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste of trouble real good. Do you want some black tea? That's why I say they play the game. They just don't like when other people play the game. Oh, I got 3 bars. They must have unplugged it. When other people playing the game. When other people in the game, I don't like it. They do not like it. It's like got a little curve in it or something. Hey man, hey, it's time to put all of them. It's time to clean up Gotham City. You know, all of them got to go back to the Gotham Asylum. You know what I mean? All of them got to go back. You know, it's time to put all of them back in the asylum. Something ain't right. You know, so you got some work to do. You got some work to do. You know, do not. You know, gotta get them up out of here, man. They doing all of this negative stuff. I'm so glad because look, that man was texting my phone, literally texting my phone, like not even like putting messages on TikTok, like literally like texting my phone. Like, come on, bro, come on. That return to sender hit his ass so quick. You know, not even a week. I think he just texted my phone. What's today? Tuesday? Oh yeah, he just texted my phone Sunday. So yeah, definitely he gets whatever it is. Cause I know whatever he getting, I don't want. He try to hide under somebody else image, likeness, going over to TikTok, acting like he a gamer, you know, going over to Twitch, acting like he multi-streaming, multiple platforms, all of that stuff, you know, trying to act like he played GTA. Don't know nothing about games, don't know nothing about buttons or none of that shit. He out there, this is gonna go out there and buy a system and start streaming the game like, yes, I'm a gamer. No, you're not. Right, he was trying to play GTA so bad. Get out of here. I don't know. Yeah, he trying to really, that way he can talk that gangster stuff like he's sliding on ops. He just be picking different characters to portray. That's it. He just be picking different characters to portray. That's all he does. Picking different characters to portray. Crazy work. That's why I said, man, the world is one big stage. If you catch it, you'll be able to see the people working behind the scenes, right? If you catch it, you'll be able to see the people working behind the scenes, where the setup is coming from, because it ain't these people. These characters, they're not smart. That's how you know it's somebody else behind it, because they're not smart. When you look at them, they don't know how to control their feelings and emotions. They're always lashing out. They're always, you know what I'm saying? They're not like, you can't tell what state of being they in, because they're always having these crash outs, always going off, you know, always one time they this, the next time they that, emotionally unstable, all of that stuff. So, you know, you can't listen. You're gonna have to, if you want to take the Atlas family, you're gonna have to, you know, bring somebody highly intelligent. You can't do no damn freeway farm and think. That's why I say Jaguar got all these followers and all these weird people that's just willing to try to do something on her behalf or for her benefit, or to try to say that they, you know, help expose somebody that she, you know, exposing or something. That's why I said they should have, instead of trying to tear me down, and they should have actually tried to figure it out. Like, yo, what's up? How you doing the Linktree stuff? How you doing the, you know, the anime mixture? Like, what's some of these other apps? Like, you know, some of these AI infused apps, because now it's coming to YouTube. You know, all this AI, you know, fusion and stuff like that. It's coming to YouTube now. So really, whoever get out in front of the wave can actually capitalize on it. If you can learn the algorithms, learn the systems, learn what people are into, like be your own PR person or whatever the case may be, then you can see the curve and the wave of the future. And all you got to do is get out in front of it. And eventually something going to hit, something great going to hit. I mean, look, we got Atlas Family merchandise as far as the clothing stuff go. We got the music that we could put out. We just, we probably need to start scouting and looking for more artists. So we probably need to get the mobile traveling group together. You know, as soon as I put some more funds together, I'm headed back towards North Carolina. So I'll probably stop and kick it with some people along the way or something like that. I mean, it's a slow journey, but shit, we in it together. So, you know, traveling and moving around, everything like that. We wasting what they say, daylight. We wasting time, wasting daylight, something like that. But I know time don't exist, so I'm trying to take it in stride. But I think all things considered, like y'all say, take accountability, right? Take accountability. We all got to take accountability, you know. Uh, Shar's taking accountability for the situation that she put herself into. So now she's waiting to get the proper eviction papers from Freeman, so that way she can go and get the proper help for her and her son, so on and so forth, resources for her son. Huh?
Yeah,
Mostly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since they want to try to hold you to that, you've been doing it. You know what I mean? It ain't like you ain't been doing it. But everybody getting their karma. Even old Freeman getting his karma. Oh, legs done swelled up on them. Alright. Legs swelling up. Look like he gonna need that operation sooner than later. Look like Freeman gonna need that operation sooner than later. He's clogging up his own blood with all of them, whatever he's doing. But don't worry, guys. The truth is about to reveal itself. What did you see? You are. Yeah, she did it one time before already. I remember. You okay with me? You just feisty today. Why? Why you doing all of this extra stuff today? Zena, stop it. Drink this. Hey, stop. Oh, you biting now too? He's trying to go hide.
Is she going? The kid can't really get hot.
Lucy can't either. She's too old.
Yeah,
She's too old to jump up from her somewhere. That's why. Stop. Leave Lucy. Why are you picking on the old? Leave her alone. Go mess with Drax. I thought you won't mess with Drax. Drax. Come here, Drax. Stop, Lucy. I'm not calling you.
She's so bad. I think she might be part Bengal. Oh.
Because she's little, she can do a bunch of bad stuff. Look. She acting like she hunting all the time.
She'd rather play
Because she a bobcat.
I think she might be part Bengal. She's got those spots. It looks like she's like a regular house cat and a Bengal mix.
Talk to her out there in that one. She ain't no regular cat. She thinks she's something else. And she's not. You need to cut it out. You is not no whatever it is you think you is. So stop it. You is a house cat. I know you're a bobcat. I see your ears. I see the way you look. You like a mountain cat. Something out there.
She's got straight hair.
Oh, because you bothering people.
She could mean though.
You see her, Drax?
She gonna turn on one.
Drax. Get her, Drax. Drax. Get her. Get her, Drax. Get her. Go get her, Drax. Look at her getting Drax. She's like, oh, Drax gonna get me? I'll stalk Drax. Oh, she's gonna go after his tail, watch. Drax, get her. Get her, Drax. Zena. Zena. Yeah, would you look at this? My. Look at how the chips is falling down. Huh? Look at how everything is going down. Well, what one's in the chat if y'all think the knot is gonna be in there for a while. One's in the chat if y'all think he gonna be in there for a while. What y'all thinking? Like 2 weeks? 3 days? How long y'all think he gonna be in there? Of course, he's gonna have to go to a couple bond reductions. 1 week or 1 day.
Depends on she thinks.
She thinks putting 25,000 down.
I mean, isn't there a way that a bond person to cover the...
That is the
Yeah, so
10%.
she could-
That's 10%.
So she could get the bonds person and secure the 20, whatever.
Only if she got something that she can put. But she's in Texas though. She's not in Los Angeles. It's gotta be a Los Angeles person, Angeles address, everything like that. You know, so they can know where to go to get his ass if he try to skip. So I don't think Brian gonna do it. I don't think Brian came and got him out. I don't think Brian could bail this one. If I'm being honest. I think Brian can get him out of this one. This might be the one that stick him in there for 6 months. Yeah, you fall down them steps. All right. I'll come help Jack with it. Yeah, I think if they put their heads together, that's the only thing they're gonna have is 2 knots on their head if they put their heads together. They can put their heads together, but I think all they're gonna come out with is 2 knots. I ain't lying. I think all they're gonna get is 2 knots out of that. I see Ramir withdrew his lawsuit, talking about he withdrew it because other reasons and da-da-da-da-da. Come on. You know how the lawyers in this work, so I had to withdraw for a better approach. Grand Rising. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome to the Atlas family. Or welcome to your first introduction to the Atlas family. We just laugh and try to love and be of the light, you know. But yeah, man, that karma comes around quick. The return to senders has been sent out. I'm telling you, sometimes return to senders move faster than email. You know, sometimes when you put something out in the ether, that thing come back tenfold. That's why they always trying to, get into people's minds so they can make certain people perceive the world to be a certain way, so that way the world can look and be the way that they want it to perceive, because that's what it is. It's the mind. 50% of the world believes, and 50% of the world, while we always, and no matter how many times they go up in space, you always gonna see a half a globe. You ain't never see a whole globe. None of the times that NASA went up there and showed us anything from space. Every time they showed us, they said it's the same half curved surface, flat. But life is based on perception. If I put a curved lens on it, you'll think that it's curving. You wouldn't really know the dimensions of it. At one time, we had a race for space war. We had a whole space war. That kind of slowed down with the moon, when we landed on the moon, and everybody, perceived it. NASA started off as an underwater exploratory program. Whatever they found down there made them come out of there and was like, time to start looking up. So life keeps lifing. The truth is going to keep on revealing itself. The truth is going to keep on revealing itself. Those who sitting there playing games and trying to, do this, do that, that's cool. That's why the universe says, honor thy neighbor. Thy neighbor is thy neighbor, like the vessel. You gotta think, at this time, nobody had houses. Houses wasn't even thought of at that time. You know what I mean? Houses wasn't thought of at that time. So the honor thy neighbor was talking about the person outside of you, the person, you my neighbor, that's person my neighbor, all of that, right? So whatever you do in your temples, inside your body and your vessel, hey, keep doing it. That's what you do, And what I do inside myself, whatever, that's what I'm gonna continue focusing on. The people that's out here trying to tarnish names, reputations, I don't know. This clout chase, this clout chase thing, it needs a movie by itself. You know what I mean? Clout chase needs a movie by itself. I don't know if Tubi did it already, but clout chase needs to be like a Netflix original. Because I promise you, you can get all types of seasons out of that. All you got to do is just show different levels of how people chase clout online. You can start off with the slowest of like just trolling, then you can build it up to the knots where you're stalking people, you know what I mean? And then you build it up to the freeways that where you telling people to come out to your farm to, record them live and all of that stuff, right? That's damn near 3 seasons right there. That's 3 different people right there. 3 different characters right there you can focus on and make a whole season out of for Netflix. Call that shit Clout Chase. Season 1. I'm ready for it to come out, Netflix. I'll be the first. Alright, you get this Tubi, come buy it off me. I'm gonna work with Chat GPT, put it together. And then Tubi just come on buy it off me. Netflix just go ahead and buy it off me. So Ramir has pulled out of the fight. He has withdrawn his lawsuit. So now he's saying he's trying a different approach. Allegedly, supposedly, he's working with 50 Cent, but like I said, it's allegedly and supposedly. And you got the auto toppers to tap up there. So now Ramir is reapproaching it. Supposedly, I think he might have got paid out. He might have got paid out to drop it. They said, Jay-Z lawyers, pushed some paperwork to where as though they talked about the previous time that he put it in or whatever. So that's why it's like all getting pushed away with fraudulent schemes and stuff like that. But, who knows what type of games is being played to file a lawsuit and then, pull out of the lawsuit and to refile it later. It's only like to keep the fight going. And now he's like, we're going after this or that. It's the system. Man, we don't know. The fight done changed. The goalpost done changed. And now we stuck with an unknown answer on is he is or is he not the father. We need Maury Povich this one. And then we need to send all of their ass to Jerry Springer. Him and his godmom. The godmom need to go to Jerry Springer because there's no way you the godmom and you still, this dude 34 years old and you still got him. Man, it's some strange shit going on in this world. I promise you it is. Y'all come in the box. Let's talk about it, TikTok. We are also on YouTube too, so I'm gonna go back talking to my YouTube about the madness that's going on over there. Yo, the YouTube streets is crazy. The YouTube streets is getting cleaned up. All y'all low vibrational people over there on YouTube, man, listen, look out. If you ain't standing in the truth, look out. If you ain't standing in the light, look out, right? It's about to get ugly. And nobody's doing anything in the physical because you don't have to do nothing in the physical. That's the whole beauty of Aquarius sky. This is the time of Christ. So they told you this time was going to be, you know what I'm saying? So you got to go back and pretty much read the Bible all over again to even know the time that we living in right now. You don't even know. You can't push negative vibrations into the atmosphere. You can't push low vibrational thoughts into the ether. So every vibrational thoughts got those messed up intentions for other people. Karma coming your way. Knock, knock. Let her in. Let her in. You know what she came to do? She came to F you. What karma came to do? Karma's coming to do one thing and one thing. Knock, knock. So all y'all that's pushed that bad intentions out there, kept on wishing negative on people, knock, knock. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who, said all of those negative things about people, wishing people unalive, wishing the worst on people, knock, knock. Right? And now you seeing it. You seeing the karma. Talk that people was talking about. I deal with the actors. I'm in Hollywood. I'm stopping people from getting into Hollywood. Knock, knock. Right? I'm gatekeeping YouTube and you ain't going nowhere and I'm going to make sure of that. Knock, knock. Right? All these truck drivers and people that they put in place, play their little game with them that they got off of the back ends or somewhere else where people beef and like drama. Knock, knock. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I hope, let this be a lesson learned. Let this be a lesson learned. Not you get out, be on the straight and narrow. Try to be positive or something, because that negative shit wasn't working for you, obviously. All that low vibrational negative stuff you was pushing out wasn't working for you. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Heartbreak, you got the best of me, and I just keep on coming back successfully. Oh, why did you have to play your game on me? I should have known right from the start that you would come and break my heart. Huh? And Jay-Z or somebody slide on the beat, you know what I mean? And that's when you let Jay-Z or somebody slide on the beat. Late to the party. Yeah, it's a party when you watch karma. When you sit back and do nothing and you watch karma hit the people that's supposed to hit. Yeah. But not then one out there and assaulted somebody with no pepper. Straight salt. Yeah, got a nice little battery charge on his jacket now, on top of the other things. He was already out on bond. I mean, just last week he was in the court, going live, talking trash. So, here we go again. Same old shit, dog. Just a different day. Here we go again. You know how YouTube play when you play how they play. Here we go again. The knot's gonna do what the knot's gonna do. Here we go again. So if it's fuck me, nigga, it's fuck you. I kick it with Shorty to try to help him understand. Hit him with facts, cause that's my little man. But when he made a bad move, it was my place to scold him. Never told him nothing bad. Mistakes is alright. It's time to say goodnight. Click, click, click. That man done wish unaliving on everybody. He wish unaliving on AT2. He wish unaliving on everybody. Yeah, because DMX said that when a snake show you that they're a snake, you know, trust that they showed you who they were. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to see them for, you know, it's not up to you to, what they say, like, you know, trust that you've seen them for them. Like, when somebody show you who they really are, trust that's who they really are. Like, don't let them paint you a different picture. A lot of these people trying to paint different pictures of themselves. They know they snakes, they know they grimy, they know they, you know what I'm saying? They trying to paint different, yeah, they trying to paint false pictures of themselves, you know? I should have followed my first instincts. Under normal circumstances, he'd be a marked man. I hit him with a gram. I just didn't shake his hand. Here we go again. You know? That's why everybody out here not to be played on and played with. Some people really do. The Pentagon already told y'all that some people operate in multiple dimensions. Maybe y'all didn't really understand what that meant when they said some people operate in multiple dimensions. Grand Rising. You don't have to do nothing to these people in this physical world. They want you to try to think and focus on the physical. They want you to try to, you know, but as long as you stay at peace down here, do everything in your power to be at peace down here, you ain't got to worry about doing nothing. Vengeance is going to be the Lord's. So that's what I do. I try to stay at peace down here because I know vengeance is going to be the Lord's. I know he's going to take care of it. And now look, the knot done, you know, put himself in a little huckle-buckle, right? Keep on texting phones with negativity, so on and so forth. And you see what's, well, y'all don't see what's happening with Freeman, but Freeman getting everything he deserves right now, too. Hospital trips and everything. Waking up, calling the ambulance, keep calling the police, just keep, you know, Drax. Trying to get the cats to know who they are. Yes, he did. Yo, I wanted to break down that interview so bad. I wanted to break it down so bad of how he, like, just fabricated everything. The whole time we was live down there, y'all, this 18-year-old girl that he's like, man, that shit was so funny. He couldn't even keep up with the storyline that he was supposed to be telling. That's the craziest thing ever. That he was there and couldn't even tell the story. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy that Freeman was there and couldn't even tell the story of what happened? He's talking about it was an 18-year-old son and an 18-year-old daughter. Right, like how is it that you was there and still can't tell the story of who was there? Yeah, like he didn't even mention Nasir. Didn't even mention it. He mentioned 7, but didn't even mention Nasir. Nasir now identity is mixed between Levi's. So now it's like, oh yeah, the son that Ralph was talking about is actually her son because that's what he said. They call each other's kids. It's weird. He don't even remember the story. It's right there, starved. Laid on his back, like. It had on the air, didn't it? He ain't know which one to run with. He was like, I think that you, with your hands in my pants. Nasir is like, listen, that's why I say, like, he wants more. He just wants more. He don't know how to, get there. Like, he don't know how to, but he's willing to, he's willing. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I got to get back to, like, a different place so I can, like, put that father time in, work out with him, talk to him. Because he's eager to learn. So he's shapeable, moldable, like even basketball, like he wants to learn how to dunk, how to get up there. And why he wants me to go out there and play all the time. That's why he's like, what we gonna play? What we gonna play? He wants to play against me because he knows playing against me is gonna better his basketball skills. He's like always eager. But I'm trying to make it so it's like it don't create that competition, like mental competition in his mind where he's competing against me. That's why I tell him, like, even 7, I tell him, like, I don't play versus games against y'all. Like, if it ain't co-op games, I'm not playing it. Like, if we're not on the same team, I'm not playing it. I'm playing versus games against y'all. He said, what happened was he friends with your neighbor. That Ramirez situation done spiral all the way. Well, actually, it just trickled back down to nothing, really. Hey, YouTube, TikTok, tap the screen, tap the screen. 135 people in here. Ain't nobody tapping the screen. Come on. I'm tapping my own screen to get my own likes up. Dang, that's how y'all gonna do me? Come on. Even if it is, if it's AI bots in here, AI bots, y'all better figure out how to tap the screen too. Shit. I don't care if it is 100 and something bots in here. Y'all better figure out how to tap the screen and get the likes up if y'all gonna be botting in the room. Shit. If you ain't coming with getting the likes up, then, bot system failed. Fuck that. I don't know. If AI watching me, y'all better get the AI likes up in this mug. That's what y'all better come with. A certain amount of AI likes. So feed that into the algorithm, Chat GTP, AI. They say they might start arresting people for things that they're putting in Chat GTP. So if you ask them Chat GTP certain things, they say you could get arrested for it. I don't know. I'm not even going to put my mind in the things that you could possibly ask Chat GPT to get arrested for. Yeah. How to get away with shit, how to do this, what's the perfect way of that. Yeah, lock their ass up. That's premeditated. This pre-Nicole shit, yeah. If you ask some questions about that because that's making Chris Hansen's job harder. Yeah, Chris Hansen. He do NBC, Dateline NBC to catch it. Yeah. Yeah, that dude, yeah. We need more Chris's out there. Yeah. Chris gotta get out there now. These motherfuckers is on the loose. They hiding in all types of communities. They shape-shifting and shit. Going into the girls' bathroom and shit. With tallywankers and shit. Beasting on our girls. They in the bathroom trying to pee peacefully and shit. You got somebody in there with a tallywanker hanging it. We gotta have some type of decorum to this shit. Let's give them their own bathroom. That'd be great. Everybody else got a bathroom. Let's give them their own bathroom. Why not? That way you know what to expect if you go in there, you know what I mean? But all of this shit where it's like we're raising kids and then our kids is being exposed to outrageous shit, and then we gotta explain the outrageous shit that our kids was exposed to. Think about it. Some people are still telling the kids that Santa Claus is real. How we telling the kids Santa Claus is real when Jack can be Jill? Fuck that. We gotta keep it real. At this point, we just gotta keep it 100. That way, we not looking like the ones that betrayed them. You know what I'm saying? Because when kids find out that Santa Claus not real, the Easter Bunny not real, who looking like the person that betrayed them? We is. Who looking like the person that told them the truth? The person that told them that Santa Claus and all of that stuff wasn't real, that your mom and dad was putting the money up under your pillow, all of that stuff. That's the person. You're willing to tell me the truth, and my parents did it. That's how we keep getting caught up. Telling our kids that Santa Claus bought the gifts, and now your kids don't know how hard you worked to get the gifts that they got. Nah, tell your kids that you did it. Ramir deserves answers, but Ramir pulled out. No Diddy. Ramir withdrew his lawsuit. So Ramir took the lawsuit off the table. So now we back at the I don't know stage. And people are saying that he might have got paid off. People are saying that the lawyers might have paid him off. Ramir is saying that he did it for other reasons. And I guess, maybe he filed in the wrong jurisdiction, so he dropped it somewhere. But remember, this was not the paternity lawsuit. This was a different type of lawsuit. So Jay-Z lawyers responded to the lawsuit, and their response basically was implying that Ramir or whoever already got excess amount of funds for this whole thing in a previous outcome or something of that nature. So this was already supposed to be, done with or whatever. So that is looking more and more skeptical. Whatever the case is. So, and once again, like I said, this to me just got Jaguar written all over it. This is one of those Regina Gold things. This is one of those Misha Fuller things. This is just one that got a little bit more traction and a little bit further, and it was probably a little bit more believable, or whatever the case may be. But I think this is just another one of those online grifting things, courtesy of whatever organization that Jaguar Wright is running, with different characters and stuff online. Digital creators, content creators, whatever they want to call themselves. All these CC titles out there, Big Hungry CC, that's content creation. All of that stuff. They're all getting or moving into a form of digital trafficking, digital gangster, digital gangbanging. So the digital gangbangers are doing this form of gangbanging, where it's like they're putting out certain narratives in order to create certain controversy, traction, chaos, so on and so forth. I guess it's working for them for the most part, until the government realize what's going on, and then they start paying attention to, because right now we have no type of real digital police. And if we're moving to a multi-social platform type of existence, then I think we need a little bit more like cyber protection, whatever you want to call it, because whether y'all believe it or not, YouTubers are being attacked. And I don't know how many more YouTubers are going to fold, or before y'all realize that they are attacking social media personas, or however you want to look at it. So you might be looking at like smaller creators, and you might not be paying attention to the smaller creators, but they're paying attention to the smaller creators on TikTok, on YouTube, on all these different platforms, social media platforms. They're paying attention to us, right? And certain ones of us are under attack. That's why I say, please go to the link tree. Please sign the petition. It's in the bio. It's in the on the page. Like, just click on the link tree. It's the first one on there. It's a human rights petition to basically say, like, we you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I think like y'all don't realize how heavy, like right now we're in a time of battle. So we're in a time of words like wars. The petition is in the link tree. The petition is basically a human rights petition, basically saying that we should have, certain rights that protect us. Right now, certain variations of uh, spiritual communities are under attack. People who are coming into this new age Christianity, Christ-like consciousness, or new level of understanding consciousness, they're being attacked, being pushed out of society in some way, shape, or form. In the workplace, they're being attacked. It seems like we don't have the right to think, right? We got all these other rights that's in the Constitution, but there's no Constitution or right to say that you have the right to think. You have the right to bear arms, you have the right to freedom of speech, right? But you don't have the freedom to think, right? So the petition is more so pertaining to the human rights, like, natural law, natural rights of oneness, unity, love, and that balance of my thoughts are not me. If I don't put those thoughts into action, then those thoughts are just thoughts, right? But right now, it's like, just because you talk about crystals, just because you talk about, tarot card readings, just because you think about astrology, it's like people are shunning you for it. Like people are attacking you for it. Like, oh, you're talking about Greek and Roman mythology. You're talking about this or that, and they're tearing people down for it. So we got to be very careful, how we go about this. But I would like to get as many people to sign the petition as possible. If you could, please tell other people about it, point other people to it, have them sign it too. Right now, you're not noticing the attack. That's the distraction, right? So they use manipulation of Babylonian money, which is money, to distract you. So everybody say, oh, you're broke or you got money. Well, really, you got to look at who's giving you the money, right? The people who you're letting control you is giving you the money. So you got to keep on doing what they telling you to do to get the money, right? If you look at TikTok, you see a lot of people doing battles. You see a lot of people doing certain things on their page, but they're doing it because they have to keep doing it for the money. And you can see them going through the most stress because they made this their occupation. So now they're not a slave to a system. They just a slave to a different system, right? And everything is moving to a digital currency. So if everything is moving to a digital currency, then you have to build a brand or a image around yourself to make it. If everybody's out here tarnishing your name, likeness, reputation, or image, then they're making it hard so you can't build a brand around yourself, right? But your social security number in itself says that you are a corporation. But whenever you conduct yourself as a corporation, they tear down your corporation before it even get built and then put you under the operation of another corporation, if that makes sense. So y'all make sure y'all tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the 10K likes up here. Let's get the 10K likes. You got the keys? Okay. You good. I just want to make sure you don't leave the keys in the car. Because sometimes you forget. Yeah, I haven't seen you carry your toothbrush outside at a lighter, so I know you're going to get forgetful. I want to keep reminding you every time you walk by, keys. You might think you got the keys in your pocket the whole time. You like, I thought these was the keys. It's something else. Like, oh man, he did it again. And I don't got the spare of that. All right, go ahead, continue. Yeah, everything. But that's why I say, I pay attention to this world. I realize, like, even Oprah realized a lot of stuff too. Why you think she's starting the 15-minute city in Maui? Why you think she buying up that property in Maui doing the 15-minute city in Maui? Obviously, she ain't worried about global warming, because who goes and buy land on an island?
No. You.
Close that door.
You.
Who goes and buy land on an island? You know what I'm saying? She like, ready to go. She getting comfortable. You know? If you worried about global warming, you ain't gonna go buy no island property because that's the first thing that's gonna go underwater. So obviously that's a falsity within itself right there. You know, to say that that is, you know. So there's a lot of different things that are being looked at right now. And that's why I say we need to unify, get the homesteads off the ground. You know, each one teach one programs, you know. This whole big beautiful bill thing is gonna change a lot. It's going after Medicaid. It's taking away certain school supplies, whatever. So this big beautiful bill is going to rock us. Because remember, at the time of the everybody was taking nursing crafts. Everybody was in nursing. Think about how many, you know, nurses it is out there that do home visit nurse, all of that stuff. If you look at that big beautiful bill, it's taking a bite out of that. You know, Planned Parenthood or whatever that is taking a bite out of that too. And you have to remember how the bill got put in. It was a 50-50 split, and the vice president passed it, right? So, you know, now everything is going to be happening like that, to where as though it's a 50-50 split, and the vice president is pushing it through. So Trump could possibly slide something in there that makes him the last active president. Because that's what they're doing right now. So Trump could slide something in there that makes him the last active president. For real. Something ain't right. And we distracted by all of this stuff, but we still gotta wait till October for the Diddy trial. We still waiting for more and more stuff to come out on Jay-Z as far as whatever, you know. And this is the, you know, we can look at the Nicki Minaj title, you know, her fighting for the title thing and everything like that. We can even look at the Tory Lanez situation and say, you know, it was some foul play and all of that stuff with the Megan Thee Stallion thing, right? Tory Lanez already said, you know, he refused to say anything because he don't want to see a black woman in jail, whatever the case may be. You know, and a lot of these people that's hiding behind different said sectors, and that's why I say this could really be like a Jaguar effect, because you see the Jaguar learned from Nature Boy, a part of that Carbon Nature. She learned from him, right? To where as though she hide behind different religions. Whenever Jaguar is around black people or whatever, she'll pretend to be Muslim, you know? She'll start saying stuff like Astaghfirullah, you know, that's Haran, you know, all of that stuff, right? Then when she around, you know, Jewish people, she'll pretend to be, I follow her, you know, I'm a keeper of the Sabbath, I'm a keeper of the Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, you know what I mean? And then when she around the LGBTIQAIA, yes, I like her, you know, she's a shapeshifter. She's a shapeshifter. She be whatever she need to be around whoever she need to be around, right? And then she turns around and bash those same people. She turns around and tear down those same people. Make it make sense. How you a follower of Yahweh and Ifa, and you took your Shahada, and you a witch, and you practice old magic, and you, how was you all of that?
Didn't you say something about
She does all of that.
Yeah.
You know? And even the ceremony that she takes in the bath, you know, with the water and the candles and all of that stuff, that's something that she got from Nature Boy. Nature Boy told her to do that. Nature Boy told her to, you know, use the elements because it's alchemy. So you want to, you know, have a visual on fire. You know, the air is already around you. Then you bring water into it, salt water, you know what I mean? Which adds to the manipulation of the electrolytes or whatever atoms that are inside your vessel that are moving your hormones up and down, that is making secretion in your brain to allow certain variations of thoughts to be manifested into reality. But Nature Boy didn't really know the details of what he was telling her because he was doing it under false pretenses. This is why the whole story of see, what they did was they infused the truth inside of the story of P. Diddy, right? So if you go back and you listen to Misha Fuller, or not her, what was the other one? English? Elder English, Idra English, whatever her name is, right? If you go back and listen to her, right, she's saying certain things. She's saying yes, because through your anus, there's a gateway to your soul, right? So literally, when you read the book of the Anunnakis, when you read the book of the Sumerians, right, the Sumerians are not talking about Earth. They're talking about the vessels and the portals inside their body, right? And even if you look it up, you say, what part of your body makes us multidimensional? You could look that up right now. Ask Google or ask your phone right now, what part of the body makes us multidimensional? And it will explain about your genitals. Because in the time of creation, that is when we are multidimensional. So in the time of that level of fornication, this is why back in the day, they had that christening, you know, the christening, and then they had, what was the other one where you had to, when you got married, and then they had to make sure that what was it called? They called it something back in the day. But everybody knows how this works, man. People are manipulating our rituals. They don't want to tell us about the rituals, but they're manipulating our rituals. You know what I mean? They're manipulating our rituals, but they don't want to tell us about our own rituals and our own rights. I would like to know if I am pumping off certain variations. And I used to say that when I was a kid, like when I played football and stuff like that, and then I take my helmet off, and then the steam, you know what I mean, like comes out of the top of my the soft spot. I was like, man, that's the essence of me seeping out. And when you build up that steam and then it's rising off of your body, like that's you. That's your essence, you know? That's your essence. That's going back to the original group of the Bible that was called Essence. It wasn't called Christians because Christians was the word that was used to ridicule people who followed Christ. So instead of looking at them as Essence, they ridiculed them by calling them Christians. You get what I'm saying? So after a while, they started carrying that name proudly after a while. But when they first used that name Christians, it was used as a way to ridicule people who followed Christ. But the original group was called the Essence. Go get it from the fan. The fan. That's why it's good to know. Good to do some studying, good to learn, dig, you know. I am not ignoring y'all. What are you talking about? I'm talking to TikTok and I'm talking to y'all at the same time. Not ignoring y'all. I'm an island. You went to the beginning of the live and still don't know what? That the knot locked up? Or what we talking about? Which one you don't know? You don't know the knot locked up? You don't know that Ramir withdrew his lawsuit? What you don't know? I'm just saying, karma's coming back around for everybody who played. She's here. She's vengeful. That's why they showing you in the movies. That's what they showing you in the movies. Why do you think Fantastic Four came out and they doing that Galactica thing? They showing you in the movies. What Galactica say? Galactica saying all types of weird, you gotta think about what she said type shit. She said, I am the before, I am the now, I am the after. What the fuck? Hold on, lady. You're gonna have to explain yourself again. I am the beginning, I am the present, I am the future. You know what? Stop right there. She's sitting there telling you some shit that you don't even know. I would destroy, rebuild, and destroy again. Is you talking about us? She down here telling you some shit. She worse than Thanos. That's what they trying to tell you. That's what they trying to tell you. And remember, Thanos wanted to snap his finger 2 times. Started collecting, you know what I mean? She was the one who was following the Silver Surfer around. The Silver Surfer had that board, and that board had certain variations of energies, or he pumped his energy into it, or he stored his energy into it, whatever he was doing. He was a representation of the light. She was a representation of the darkness. They keep showing us this all the time, that this fight is going on inside of us, this battle of light and dark. They telling us this in everything. They tell us this. In every movie, they tell us this. Every fable, they show us this, that there's a fight for mankind. You can either be of the light or you could be of the darkness. See, y'all look at all the material things that's in the darkness and y'all think that that's good, that's glorifiable. All the material things that's in the darkness. See, you can't see what's in the light because it's blinding. So you don't want to, be in the light. You're afraid of what's in the light. In the darkness, when you turn your back to the light, you see all this beautiful stuff in the darkness, material stuff in the darkness. That's what y'all hold on to. The things that you see in the dark when you turn your back on the light. Because if you always face the light, then you going to be out there with faith, not sight. If you always face the light, you're going to be out there moving in spirit. You ain't going to have no notion for the fear of the carnal. A lot of these people got carnal fears, and they try to make themselves look spiritual with all these carnal fears. A spiritual person does not fear what's in the carnal, because we know everything's just going to recycle and repeat. Energy transfers. In the time of the reset, you got a time to stay in righteousness. We don't have to be born in sin anymore. We could be born in righteousness. We just got to stay in righteousness. Got a feeling it's me making him paranoid, so I'll go see you later. What? I'm not paranoid. I think you're paranoid. You're trying to push your paranoia on someone else. I'm not paranoid. Yeah, you got to stay in the right frequency. If you're in the frequency of love, light, unity, then that's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive that. So you got to, and when people do pull you down into them other frequencies, you got to get up out of there. Get up out of them frequencies. Realize what don't belong to you. That's why it ain't no good. That's why I'm, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody paranoid though. We good. Oh man, that breeze that just came through the window was nice just now. I almost laid in front of it. Thank you. Thank you. I know, I want to go outside too. Yeah, we're good. As long as we're in a good state of mind, we're in a good state of being. If we're in a good state of being, we're in the right place to be. And if you in a good state of mind, then you in a good state of being. And you try to hold on to that as much as possible, right? Because really, it's only the moments that make memories. So if you stay in a good moment for a long time, that become a good memory. So that's all you got to do is try to drag out the good moments for as long as possible and hold on to that memory that's created in that. But you know, love is love, man. Positivity, light. Um, we got to start moving towards a greater notion of people. There's going to be a lot of negative people in this world, but you got to treat them like infants, you know, and move past them. You know, everybody don't deserve your time. Everybody don't deserve your energy. You know, some people don't even deserve your presence. You know, everything don't deserve a response. You have to realize what it is, you know, psychological warfare. They're playing on our minds right now. They can't touch us in the physical, so now they're, you know, trying to make us crash out and make ourselves look crazy and all of that stuff. You know? And really, like, we can't even get into the depths of what COVID might have did, you know what I mean? COVID might have made you a program to certain different groups. Them, what they call, nanobite technology could be in you right now, turning certain shit on and off, doing certain shit, you know what I'm saying? That jab might be fucking with you right now. A lot of people said they feel like they don't got no soul after they took that shit. By the time they took the third one, they said they felt soulless. Crazy is already the new normal. If you ain't paying attention to it, crazy is the new normal. You looking at the society that we live in right now, they justifying the madness. Look at that girl that went off on that McDonald's. That shit created a wave. Everybody started flipping out. They started, and less me paying attention to it made my algorithm show me other McDonald's flip outs. But I just seen a girl. She did a live on TikTok. She found teeth at something she ordered from a restaurant. She found human teeth in her food. Like, nah, the world crazy. I'm starting to think that Soylent Green movie might have been true. Soylent Green. The people is in the food. No wonder why graves are empty. Y'all are cannibals, man. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all are cannibals. That's why I'm pescatarian. Fuck that. Let me get that fish. Let me get that fish sandwich. Let me get a fish sandwich. Now they're trying to, artificial fish. Man, they said in Alaska they put the artificial salmon in with the real salmon, and the fake salmon ate all the real salmon. That shit makes sense. How the fuck you put the fake salmon in there with the real salmon, and the fake salmon eat all the real damn salmon? That's some shit right there for you. I'm watching and cooking, but you said you watched the roast of AT2 and his family. I was like, what the hell? Oh yeah. That's why I say Karma done came around and got his ass already. Karma done came around and got his ass already. Pescatarian is the way to go. I'm trying to tell you. If it got fins and gills, but don't eat that bottom stuff. Don't try not to eat like a lot of people say, seafood, but I don't eat like the crab, the crawfish, the catfish, stuff like that, because they bottom feeders. You're not supposed to eat the bottom feeders because it's put. But I do eat the things that top water fish, tuna, stuff like that. I know a lot of people that love shrimp. I used to love shrimp too until I did a deep dive, and then I was like, damn, crawfish, shrimp, crab, all of that shit is bad, freaky. I was mad. I was kind of mad. I was like, so tell me what fish is good. Because when you pick certain diets, you got to study that diet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, seafood was supposed to be the it thing because it's supposed to be non-fattening or whatever. So seafood was supposed to be the trick of it all. But then come to find out, you can't eat crab, you can't eat lobster, you can't eat catfish. But you can eat tuna, you can eat salmon, you can eat flounder. See, that's why I go back to The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was telling us stuff without telling us stuff. The Little Mermaid had two people with her or two things with her. She had a flounder fish with her, right? And she had a crab with her, right? The crab was always acting tough, wanted to get put in danger, all of that stuff. Now, the flounder, he was smart, but he always would try to lead her, to safety and stuff. So that's how you gotta look at it. That was her good and her bad. The flounder and the crab was a representation of her good and her bad. You eat the flounder and you ignore the crab. So the flounder was always, the crab was always getting her and shit. The flounder was always like, come on, I think we should alert the king. I think we should tell your father. The crab was like, I know how to get us out. I'm going to sneak us out. He had a Jamaican accent, all that shit. Under the sea, things can be better, no matter the weather. Under the sea. Huh? I don't know if that's the real words, but that's what I was hearing when I was a kid. Under the sea. Under the sea. Take it from me. Strangers can be. Whoop-de-dee-dee. I don't know what y'all was hearing when y'all was hearing it. That's what I was hearing. But that's why I say, positivity, light. If anybody want to donate to the CA, the link is in the bio. For the people that's on TikTok, you can just click on the link tree in the bio, scroll down to the bottom. You'll see every way that you can possibly help out. We are in a direction to be headed to finish building certain things in certain areas. We got a lot of stuff to take care of. We got to be in 2 different places at one time to get it done. So, shout out to the Atlas family for, paving the way. Once we get the money, we're going to upgrade the distro to the next stage, which will allow us to start making currency off of the music. So it will open up for TikTok to use it commercially. So that way, it can be used on TikTok and then so on and so forth. So once we settle and get everything where it's supposed to be, we'll, upgrade that package. So that way our music can be commercial on TikTok, so on and so forth. So your motion, practice in different forms. Yeah. Karma don't play. Karma don't play. Karma then came and wop babadoo bop, the wop bamboo, tutti fruity, all rooty. You know what I'm saying? That karma then came and wop babadoo bop or wop bamboo on their ass. They don't know what to do now. Let's take some bets on how long. Let's take bets on how long, and whoever get the closest get the pot. Let's make a pot of how long, and everybody write down how long they think he gonna be in, and whoever the closest. We gotta do it on days though, like based off of days or weeks. Oh, we could do squares. We could we could do squares. One's across the top, one's on the bottom. Everybody buy a square, right? And then whatever day he get out, like if it's like the 18th, then you find that I don't know. Yeah, we gotta do something like that. We gotta figure out like what are we gonna put on this, huh?
Because longer than 30 days, we should just start over.
No, like the way you do the squares is like basically the months would be at the top and then the days would be on the side. So in the boxes will already be the certain days and the certain, so whoever day he, but you could break it down in quarters too. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know squares very much.
Like if you do it in a square, you can say, depending on how many squares it is, the total amount of squares, right? You can say the first payout goes to whoever gets them out. Like who you think gonna get them out? Ben, She Paint, or Lady. You know what I mean? So then whoever wins that bet gets a square, and then the next bet would be what day he get out. Who wins that bet get a certain payout. You know what I mean? And you could break it up and like. But Karma done sucker punched them. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the follow button and join the team, TikTok. Make sure y'all hit the follow button and join the team. Hit the follow button, hit the heart me at the top. If it's red at the top, hit the follow button. He actually said to 82 sisters to keep her child away from 82. He thinks 82 is a PDF. Yeah. A lot. That's what I'm saying. Around. Karma's busy right now. Karma is busy right now, working overtime right now, showing up at people's houses in the form of ambulances. And present for you too. Like, you got a video of it?
Well, I got a little
Of the ambulance?
bit.
Or the film?
I don't know because I didn't see it. I was
Yeah,
driving
seven doing.
up the hill.
No. Why does it say liable in? You have detected inactivity during your current live complete verification. What? Where is it at? It's not even showing up on the screen for me to verify nothing.
Oh, they said they made a decision. They said they made a decision.
Yeah, because you got it on the 26th. You made a decision on the 25th, but the 26th was a Saturday, I think. Something like that. But why is she not telling you what the decision is?
She
Like,
said they're gonna wait for it. I told you. Didn't I tell you that's what they were gonna say? That's why I would look to myself.
that's bullcrap. Hey, still using the Pony Express. Yeah, I'm so glad to see karma swing back around on people. I'm just happy that we in the Aquarius sky and we get to be here for it. I know I wanted to be here for when Christ-like conscious return. I ain't know what it was when it was like Christ was going to return. I didn't understand what it was talking about when it said Christ was going to return and stuff. And now I'm so glad that,
This is a new definition of hiding bush.
he climbed up the hill.
Oh, he's so funny.
Seven,
He literally hid in the bush.
he could have walked
He
around the
couldn't.
side.
He died.
This is not giving us nothing but bush work. Oh, okay, I can see the picture of the ambulance at least. But he's really ducked down, like hiding over the hill in the bushes.
So
Like he
rude.
climbed up the rocks through the rock garden.
Maybe he didn't want to walk.
Scary. Yeah, everybody just, if you was practicing good intent, if you was practicing good things, under the Aquarius sky, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But everybody who had wicked intent was putting that nasty out there. Oh yeah, karma coming. Three's company. Come and knock on my door. She's been waiting for you. It is gonna burn. Please, please.
Fire and ambulance came. I wonder if he almost started the kitchen on fire again.
Man, that dude is doing. He's there doing all types of stuff. He probably was like, I can't get up. I'm stuck on the floor. You have to break down the door because ain't no telling what Freeman over there doing, man. That dude lost it. He's over there going batshit crazy. That's why I said, wait, I can't wait. I hope somebody call him today and try to get an interview with him today. You know, health going down the drain, legs swollen up. He got to call the ambulance or police every other day. They are so tired of dealing with him out there.
That is big grass too. Awful. It's like higher than people.
They are so tired of dealing with him out there already. They're like, now Freeman, you said you wasn't gonna have none of this shit out here. You got all shit. We don't deal with stuff like that out here. We're quiet. We don't call the police and stuff like that. Got all this stuff going on out here. We deal with it our own way. We're our own law out here. And you messing that up. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. No, you won't. You done got out of your control now. Now it's in the Lord's hands. Now you got some shit to answer to. Sneaky ass freeway. Using people on the internet for free labor and setting them up. Book him down. Get his ass. So I'm talking about, I give it to him like this is a game or a battle of wits. I'll give it to that old Ralph. He's a thinker. Why the fuck do I need to think? You shouldn't be sitting there trying to set me up. You shouldn't be sitting there. I shouldn't have to sit there and go through that if I was honest with you already. Shouldn't have had to go through all of that. This on me. I think he plotting on me. That's why I said. The last message the Knot sent me said, unalive on that hill. No, he said, you $3,000 from her, and you got $3,000 from She Paint, and $300 from Snoopy, and who knows who else gave you money for talking on my name. I hope you unalive on that hill, or something like that. He said from people for talking on my name. Let me see if it'll pop up. Yeah, we have nothing to talk about as adults. I don't play games. You got 3,000 out of that B, 400 from Snoopy. Die on that hill. Yeah, that's what he said. You know, regular the Knot shit. That's all. Regular the Knot shit. That's it. Just regular the Knot shit. Might have to delete that video now. I gotta definitely go edit this. Gotta go edit this live when it's done. I'm pretty sure that's like a text now number. That's what I'm saying. When he was sitting there saying, y'all pay for this, y'all do that, you know, she told me she was gonna pay for my acting career and da-da-da-da-da, and I wasn't even using her like that. Like, I wasn't even doing no coercions of you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even of the heart type shit. So, you know, I was just saying, like, hey, we're on a journey. Anybody who wants support, please, you know, PayPal, da-da-da-da. So, I don't know, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Atlas store. You know, check out the new merchandise at the Atlas store. Link is in the bio for the people that's on TikTok and the people that's on YouTube. If you go to more and look at it, you should see some more links and stuff like that that lead you in different directions and stuff. So go check out some stuff. Anybody who wants to support or can support, you know, 5 or 10 go a long way. If you could throw that, you know, at the green app, throw 5 or 10 at the green at, that would be great. 5 or 10 at the green at, get me to where I need to be. We are moving to entrepreneurship. That's what we got to do. Move to entrepreneurship. Oh, now that the knot's out there, that's a lot of new people that could be coming in different directions. Now that he gone, that's a lot of people that can be, hey, all the knot people out there looking for a home to go. We know y'all there. Vampire, trucker lady. We know y'all around. I think she said at 5 o'clock today she wants to do the interview. You hear me?
Got it. Okay. At some point, I think you want to.
Going to town? Yeah, no, we're going to have to go down there now. Let's see.
I got timed out of my own test.
You got what?
Timed out of Discord myself.
For cursing?
Yeah, sorry.
You can't use a bad word. That bot gonna get you.
I forgot.
Discord bot on your top. Love is love. Namaste. Ashe, Saiti, Shalom, peace. Hey, we got to get some things done. That was 9K people that came through the TikTok. See, I'm telling you, my numbers is going right on TikTok. I just got to be there to go live some more. It's 10:31 now. It's pretty early now. Yeah, it's 10:31 now. You got a good 7 hours. All right, we gotta end this. We going to the Discord. Yeah, you said 5 p.m. already. Cool. 5 p.m. All right, I gotta go try to get some stuff done today. Oh, yeah. Try to get as much stuff done as possible. Let today worry about today, tomorrow worry about tomorrow, and every day my life won't be in sorrow. If I let today worry about today, and tomorrow worry about tomorrow, everything gonna be okay. My life gonna be. All right, love y'all. Talk to y'all in the Discord.